Awesome, guys. So, again, we are highly welcome to this celebration. It's a um, celebration of memories of how we started, where we all came from diverse backgrounds, from different countries. You know, we came maybe with empty heads, without knowing all these technologies. But now, a lot has been going on. We've, captured a lot of things, in our heads, from cybersecurity to data science and machine learning. And it's an honor. I feel really proud. I feel really happy, excited um to have all of us here. I'm Eric Nyuze, the CIO, the Cloud and DevOps Engineer. And I'm just going to hand over the floor to the person that has made it possible for us to be here, right? No other person than Dr. Samba. Doc, we want to welcome you and invite you to lead this session, right? And you're definitely going to do that hand in hand, probably with our tutors for cybersecurity, right? No other person than our lead technology officer, Kevin, right from Kenya. And I think I'm going to alert Prof. Ajewole to join us if he can, right? Because it's good that we have him on this session on the part of the data science and machine learning. So we're just going to do it that way. Doc is going to lead us entirely how everything is going to be done, like maybe the steps, what is to be done at what steps, so that we all flow, in what order he's going to give us. So, guys, let's welcome Dr. Samba. Doc, you're welcome.
Okay, thank you very much, Eric, for hosting up to this moment. Thank you very much, Kevin, for joining all the way from Kenya. Thank you very much, Pamela. Thank you, Teke. Thank you, Santino, for joining this session. And every time I get the opportunity to talk to people, I always ask myself, like, what's going to be the take-home message from this? And I just try to reflect many years back when I took the decision to start on this journey, because I keep calling it a journey. And every step of the journey brings a new challenge, it brings a new test to see if that why, which I wrote in chapter 2 of my book, Take the Leap, A Doctor's Guide to Transition to IT, is still valid till today. Because when I look at my journey, whether as a person, an individual, family, or is it education, I notice that a very strong why is what will keep us going when the journey gets tough. Then I began to reflect many years back when I actually decided to start on this tech journey. I see how many people we started out with and how just one or two of us are still on this tech journey 3 to 4 years down the line. And I keep asking myself, that's 4 to 5 years down the line, I keep asking myself, why did I start this journey? And so today on this session, we understood very well that not everybody who started this journey was going to take it to the end. And that's the reason why we decided that even if it's just one person who is going to be available to push on this journey, we will do our very best, even when the journey gets tough. And that's what we've been doing. So today we just want to get like feedback from each and every one of you. You know, on the first day of your session, you told us the reason why you wanted to start this journey. So we want to really hear from each and every one of you. Again, why did you decide to start this journey? And how has your experience been during this period? And what is the next step from here? Because it's going to be more challenging from here going forward. I can assure you, I can guarantee you. Why? Because when you're in the training, the tutors are always behind you. They're always trying to do follow-ups and all of that. But going forward, would you have built that discipline over 4 months, over 8 months to stay consistent on that journey? Would you have identified a particular path that you want to take going forward? would you have built some life skills? Because the real thing happens behind the scenes when nobody is seeing. After class, when you go back home, you start working on those things that you learn. You start developing those soft skills, how to communicate with people. Going forward, those are the things that would really count from here. And I know Kevin will really come in and throw a bit more light around this, because how do you now, take the knowledge you've had from here, and then you have to now learn more by yourself, and then you now have to be flexible as the technology are constantly changing per time to stay competitive and to stay relevant in the space. That, in spite of all the challenges of internet, electricity, illness, unfortunately we can't have Ajawale today because unfortunately he's not well, he's hospitalized. But we sometimes with the ill health, he still made out time. And his students will tell you he was always there. Even Prof. Kevin, at some point, the work became overwhelming. He wasn't well, but he was always there, giving feedback. Even myself, sometimes it was so overwhelming. Like, as you all know, I recently made a geographic shift. And so my physical presence into everything really reduced as I was trying to adapt in a new environment. But because we kept to our words that we're going to stay consistent along the journey, we have made that presence. So the question we are asking ourselves is, beyond the technologies that we had structured as a curriculum to train, are we sure we have truly been able to meet your expectations? Do you equally have feedbacks on some areas of improvement that you want to share with us? So we also want to hear, because feedback is also going to help us to improve as we journey down the line. So at this point in time, I'll just want to pass it over to Prof. Kevin, who led the cybersecurity session end to end at a time when he had many other things, he was running, but he was still able to, make out the time. So he's going to lead us, and then from there, we're just going to have he's just going to call up the students. We'll start with the cybersecurity students, and then we're now going to go to the data science. So each person is going to have 3 to 5 minutes. Just tell us your name, reiterate the reason why you started the journey, how the journey has been for you, what it has meant for you. What have you learned? What have you gained so far? And your recommendation to any other person out there. Okay, so that's how we're going to flow. And this session is going to cost max an hour, and then we are good from here. Okay, so but like I said, it has not ended. The journey has just started, and the real thing happens from here going forward. All right. Thank you very much for your kind attention, and I'll pass it over to Prof. Kevin. Okay, Kevin, I see it's like you're trying to move to a stable position.
Yes, exactly. Let me just give me a minute. I move in here, then I settle in, then I can be able to speak. Just a minute. Yeah.
All right, great. So while you're settling in, welcome Aqua, welcome Nelson. If you guys are in a position where you can be on camera, that will equally be great. Santino, if you're in a position where you can equally be on camera, that would be great. Okay, so while Kevin settles down, I also just want to reiterate now the power of building a strong personal brand. They say who you know is more important than what you know, but also who knows you is far more important than who you know. And so how can people know us and the things we can do if we are not visible? And that's where the place now for personal branding comes in. And if you've not been leveraging LinkedIn, this is going to be the best time for you to take your LinkedIn journey very, very seriously, to start attracting more opportunities towards you. There are lots and lots of opportunities out there for potential collaboration, but are you going to be the right person? Are you going to be the right fit to join the teams? I remember moving here and landing my first role, which I got it within 1 week. I was just talking with my supervisor last week, and it's a hybrid role. I work from home and I work in the office. I was asking her, I said, you guys interviewed so many students or so many candidates for this role. Why did you select me? because everybody else had the skills, everybody else had the same qualifications. But why did you choose me? I was asking her that, and guess what she told me? She said it was your personality. Everybody else came with CV that contained all of those same technical skills. Everybody else came on with all those work experiences. Everybody else had those boxes ticked. But you know what? It was your soft skills and your ability to communicate and connect that made us choose you. That made us believe that you're going to be the right fit for the team. And so, why are we saying this? It's because we want you to also see the place for building a strong personal brand and strong soft skills, communication skills, as you now navigate your journey from here. What would set you apart? So I want to pass it over to Prof. Kevin to take it over from here. Thank you.
Thank you so much for holding that. Can you confirm that you can hear me loud and clear? Awesome. Thank you. Thank you so much, our senior, our CEO, and our founder, the holder of our vision for Solavis Tech, for taking us through, especially on journey, and telling us sometimes it's not really about qualifications, it's about personality. And you being here in this graduation has very little to do about your technical capability, but also your personality in terms of finishing what you start. And there are so many people who start things, but they do not finish them. But one thing that I've learned here at Solavis Tech, whatever it is, however it is performing, we finish what we start. And that is very important for you. And it's not just about finishing, it's also about finishing strong. I actually got an opportunity when Dr. Samba was launching his book, and I went on to sell and bought it. And the one thing I really wanted to commit myself is to finish the book and get to learn from his journey. And you cannot finish what you start if you don't take the leap in terms of the things that you want to achieve. And it's so amazing to see, because I'm here speaking as not as the CTO for Solavis Tech, but as the trainer for cybersecurity. And I can see it's a beautiful moment for me, because actually I was never to join Solavis Tech as a CTO. I was to join in as a cybersecurity trainer. That was what Dr. Samba came in and approached me to do. And things panned out differently. We didn't launch it at that time when we anticipated it. Things came along the way. But one thing that Doxos, is so more than just me delivering value on that aspect, and also said, you can do more. Please join our board and do these kind of things. But I still felt that kind of heaviness in my heart, that I haven't fulfilled my purpose at Solavis Tech, which was the reason why I was approached, which was to nurture people in the cybersecurity space. So it's a special day. You are graduating, but I'm also graduating in my own way, whereby I'm graduating from just I'm graduating to be actually a person who has successfully graduated a cohort as a trainer, that is of cybersecurity. And it has been, I can remember it has been nights of sometimes blood, sweat, and tears. Aqua can tell you, Esther can tell you, Pamela, I don't know, when you get an opportunity to speak, maybe I have to turn off my video because I might cry, because you've, like, I saw your video and I was just smiling. Someone even thought I was watching a TikTok video because I was like, wow, this that lady. The way you were talking about the cybersecurity lingo and the language, you made it feel as if I don't. You're the one who is the expert, and I'm the one who's just learning from you. And that is what as a training in Solavis Tech does. It doesn't just give you this technical skills, but it transforms you a whole. Same case to us on the other side as your trainers, as the people who help Doc in terms of pushing this vision. We are transformed when we train you. There were times when I would really say, wow, I would see that notification pop up, Solavis Tech cybersecurity session. and I'm so tired because it is always starting at 9 p.m. But I could remember there was a time when Doc gave me an AWS and DevOps session that always starts at 11. It used to start at 11 p.m. There was one day I trained while I was dozing off, like literally, like I was training, but I could not remember what I was actually saying. I think even the session ended in a way that I didn't know whether I stopped the recording. And Doc came to me one time and says, Kevin, I think we need to change tact. I don't think this is working out well for you. And it was always when Doc comes and calls you for a one-on-one meeting, you know something big is cooking. It's either there's something that is not going right, or something that he has seen that needs to be changed. So I was like, wow, what have I done? Am I really not am I not living the vision of Solaris Tech? But I love the way he came with a lot of empathy and says, I feel like this time zone thing is not working out well for you, and I would like to relieve you of the duties of training in AWS and DevOps. I kind of felt a heaviness because I felt like now, if I'm not training, what will I be doing? What my purpose will be a little bit diluted, because yes, you can do a couple of things in the strategic space, but nothing much. When you're actually touching lives directly on learners, you feel a sense of purpose. And that when Doc told me and we had started out and he said, you're going to restart the cybersecurity cohort and you're going to run with it, it actually caught me by surprise because I didn't even have a curriculum set up, or we just had the outline that I proposed when we were setting it out. But we started out, and when I saw people come back like Aqua, and then I heard about when Pamela was coming in. I think I made her rethink her choices. I think I went in too fast. I was doing a lot of hands-on. She was always when she's about to unmute, I knew she's just about to say, Prof, I'm a little behind. How will you help me? Anytime I knew Pamela is about to unmute, I was like, now how far behind is this lady? But 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 how she transformed to being the person who is asking the hard questions, leading sessions, and be able to telling me. I look at the NetaCard platform. She has done all the module assessments. She's sharing her badges. Malis is also telling me, I don't know what you've done to that lady, but she's also the life of the party here in digital marketing. And I was saying that is exactly because I think sometimes prayers, I was actually always praying because I was saying, please, I don't want Pamela to drop off this, because when she drops off, it will make me feel as if I'm not, I'm not, I'm not an empathetic, or I don't cater to the needs of all learners. I just go with those who are very good. But we went through that cybersecurity training, and here we are. We're already wrapping up. We had, wow, what a powerful session by organized for from Dr. John and Eric. I've never gotten to a session about cybersecurity, and I was learning more than even. It was so powerful, and I'm so happy that our learners are also getting an opportunity to do that. And as we go on to the next phase, always say any graduation, the end of one thing is the beginning of another. So as you start something else, there's something so phenomenal that Dr. John mentioned during our career session on Wednesday. And he said, you're having a responsibility not of just protecting physical and digital systems, you have the responsibility of protecting people. And that is so powerful. Can you imagine someone's life is about to be messed up when somebody uh, siphons money from their account and they cannot pay fees for their own children, they cannot cater for food and everything, and you protected them in a way or another so that they can be able to do that in without any worry. That is so powerful. Whatever you're doing, I always tell people I wanted to become a soldier. People usually wanted to become pilots, doctors, and everything. Then when I grew older, and then I realized that when you die as a soldier, you're not going to have 9 lives. Then you're given or 3 lives. You know the game that has 3 hearts. And then when you lose one heart, you can get another heart and another heart. When I knew that when you die, you are going to just meet in heaven or hell, that is when I needed to change my tact. Then I heard that there is guerrilla warfare. You have to go for 6-month cadet training where you're going to be just jumping around and going under barbed wires. I realized that I cannot do all those things. And maybe I didn't have perfect 32 teeth and maybe no scars and all the things that they usually check before you become a military cadet or something. That is when I said, okay. Then something came because cybersecurity I became a digital soldier because at least that way, my dream and my career was fulfilled in a way in the digital space. Because when I saw a computer when I was in class 6 in primary school, I never looked back. That is the only thing that I've been addicted to up until now. So my advice to you as I wrap up is this: be like, there's this thing that Steve Jobs says, those people are crazy enough are the ones who actually fulfill it. And I've forgotten how it usually goes, but those who are crazy enough to change the world are the ones who actually do it. And if you look at it, because Steve Jobs was crazy, this guy, during his time, iPod was the thing, that small thing that had a button and people just used to play go and next. But he already saw that there's this thing called a smartphone that is going to make this iPod useless. So how can I make sure that we come together, brought in a team, told them we have to engineer something, and they came up with the iPhone. And the iPhone revolutionized and they metamorphosized. We already know how the story of Nokia went. They did not adapt to the changes. So for your case, as you're moving on into these, please also adapt. Please also be curious. Stay curious and also be having the life of continuous learning. I'm currently reading for a certification. I can still be so prominent and so respected in the industry without that certification. But why am I doing it? Because it is pushing me. It is pushing me to learn about the latest technologies. It's pushing me to be better. So don't stop. Please continue. And again, please, today is your graduation. Don't take it too hard. Leave the terminal. Enjoy yourself. Grab a cake. Celebrate with family. Celebrate your small wins. Let the brain understand that you've rewarded it. Please don't be too serious. So enjoy yourself. And once again, congratulations. Yeah.
Thank you very much, Kevin, for giving in those powerful nuggets. And for those who are hearing this for the first time, mind you, I have never met Kevin in person. Never. We only met online on LinkedIn. And here we are. We've been doing great stuff. It's getting to 3 years. So, guys, what are we trying to say? We're trying to say that what you guys have been able to build in SolarVistech right now is a strong team that we have put you guys together. What then happens to that relationship amongst you guys going forward? It's very important. You don't need a crowd to change the world. You just need the right people with the right mindset that you can work together with, and you can do great stuff. So if you are able to continue to work together, you stay focused, have a time where you guys meet, continue to meet and do a collaborative work, connect to communities, do projects with teams, document your work. You can see of recent Prof. Eric constantly documents his work on Medium. If you don't know how to use Medium, you can reach out, learn how to do that, document your project. It's in the doing that this thing is going to stick. And don't be shy to sell yourself in any environment you find yourself in. Let the people know what you can do. And most importantly, not just what you can do, but like we say, your attitude matters a lot. People are looking, or companies are looking for people that have the right attitude that they can learn. They can unlearn and they can relearn. Like I was talking with Pamela the other day, probably or one of our students for cloud computing, she's in the current batch. She was like, oh, so many things have been taught. She's like feeling overwhelmed. Would she be able to grasp all these things? So she's probably going to go back to everything that's been taught when the session is over. I said, yeah, for sure. No company will hire you to apply everything that you have learned. But your ability now to be flexible and learn what they are using and stick to what your job role indicates, and then learn and upgrade is what's going to set you apart. So the next phase right now going forward, we're going to start straight away with Pamela. You have the next 3 to 5 minutes. Note that these sessions are being recorded, and your story is going to be an inspiration to others out there. Like we do, it's because you saw an advert of what we do. You saw people's testimonials. You heard from others that you were able now to take the leap to start this program. So your own feedback too is going to go a long way as we do share on your journey in our different communities to inspire others. So over to you, Pamela, and then we'll make progress for the next people.
Greetings all. I'm happy to be here today for this graduation ceremony. And I want to thank you, Dr. Samba, for this initiative that's been moving so many into one room. And I'm particularly grateful for our Prof. Kevin, who just said anytime he sees me trying to unmute, he becomes uneasy. I just want to tell him that I will continue unmuting until I get where I want to go. So, what really brought me here, I conceived the idea some time ago, but it was not really for any particular reason. And I was just curious to find out what has been happening with this issue of scamming that is really rampant in our city. And what pushed me to take the leap is that your book, Take the Leap. I read the book. When I wanted to buy that book, I told Malice. Malice told me the cost of the book. I said that this book was too expensive. Malice said, no, you will not regret. I said, no. But Dr. Sambana, big Ogana, why putting this high amount? She laughed. I gathered myself and got the book. By the time I finished reading, I told her that, Madam, you had a reason. That book is more than what I paid for. And that is how I find myself in the Solavis tech and in this cyberspace. And so far, so good. It's really interesting. It has not been easy with me, truly, as Prof. Kevin is saying like that. When we got to the final exam with the ethical hacking, I could not validate. I called my classmate, I called Aqua. King Aqua, thank you very much. She has been very supportive. I called him and I said, hey, I used to hear that course don't type person for university. It has been Hey, it has reached my NO. And he kept encouraging me, even Mike and Esther. I really have wonderful classmates. I thank you people so much. And I think that what we have had so far, to me, I say is just an orientation. I am going to get deeper. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Pamela, for that feedback. And we look forward to continue this journey with you. Okay, so let's have we're going to be taking people who are on camera. Teke, Muzam. Just before Teke comes on, I want to make a little confession here. Guys, like I said, I see myself in IT today. I never dreamt of being in this space because while I was in my medical training at the regional hospital in Bamenda, I knew I was going to be a surgeon or a gynecologist. I spent all my time in the theater. I was the first student ever authorized from Bamenda University to start operating patients in the 4th year. It's not allowed, but I started operating fully from the 4th year. And Mr. Teke here was my amazing, amazing chief anesthetist at the regional hospital in Bamenda. He was the one who held my hands with other surgeons and gynecologists. They gave me the training. And down the line, when I got into IT, I reached out to him. He was like, he has been seeing my journey and he would want to engage into this. I was so humbled and privileged that he took the leap and joined the session. Thank you so much, Mr. Teke. I just wanted to bring that little story here as we take on the mic. Over.
Thank you so much, Dr. Samba. Thank everyone on board. In fact, I did not know the magnitude of this graduation ceremony. I know that I don't qualify to be among those who are present here because, like you know, I'm still struggling in my own. We have not yet completed our assignment, even with Prof. Adeole. We are still, he gave me an assignment and I'm still there struggling to do it. But to talk about my story to be where I am today, is still thanks to Dr. Samba. In fact, he personally came to my office first to say thank you for all we did to him while he was a medical doctor, while he was a student, and then a medical doctor uh, working with us at regional hospital. And so in the course of it, he told me that he has got done a diversion which he wants me to look at it, and he gave me the book he produced. I went through the book. It was so inspiring. That inspiration caused me to invite him again, and I invited him. He left Bakusam and came back to Bamenda, and we had a chat on what I could do because, like a nurse anesthetist, a senior nurse anesthetist, looking forward for retirement already. He told me that there are still very many hopes out there. I could still diversify and work from home. That was so interesting because I've been seeing some other connections, some websites that give things like that and say you could work from home, but none had ever given me an opportunity to. I would discover that I would start, it would end, like that. So my journey, which is still ongoing with Prof. Adeole, I strongly believe that it's a course that I have to continue. It's not been easy. Dr. Samba talked about network and all those things, power cut off. We live in a part of the country where we are politically hit, and sometimes you will come and there'll be no light for weeks. Sometimes you come, there is no network. It's been stopped, it has been cut for some reason, and so on and so forth. But this notwithstanding, we still continue pushing out because, like I know, at the end of the tunnel, there'll be something very bright there. My tunnel is yet to be reached. And like I said, I came here because I saw an invitation on our badge, on our group chat, that we could invite other people. I even invited many other ones who did not make it. I remember my my sisters calling me from the other and asking, who is graduating from where? I said, no, I'm not graduating yet, but I would love that you guys be part of this. I am a student in the school and I'm yet to be a graduate, but I would love that you guys be part of it. Unfortunately, none of them showed up to this. So I wanted to see the tempo. I wanted to see how things are. And right now I'm in a garage. I'm in a garage. I have a problem with my car, but I said I should be part of this event. Thank you guys very much. And Dr. Samba, please, God bless you. God bless you all. Good afternoon.
Thank you very much, Mr. Teke. That is the mindset, right? That is the mindset we are looking for. Even though you're the garage, you're still able to connect, and we're sharing this moment together. It means a lot to us, right? And like we were just saying, you know, I'm not a cybersecurity expert. Kevin here that is his domain. But if we get into a meeting and we are discussing some things around technology, how the world is moving, I should have something to say. I should not be lost completely in that conversation. And that is where now I just want to also add to what Mr. TK just said about the fact that he has not completed the journey. So you will not be expected to be at 100% of everything that has been taught. But if you go into a stakeholders meeting today, let's say you're done, you go on retirement with as an anesthetist, and you get some other management role or another consultancy role, and people are talking data, people are talking how technology is, you should be able to contribute meaningfully to that conversation. And as you do that, people say, oh, yeah, he's current. But you may not be doing this for the technical side of it, for the coding side of it. But you can hold that conversation and you can crack deals. Like now, people ask, hey, Dr. Samba, how are you able to close prospects? How are you able to sell the vision and close students to pay for these trainings for different programs? But you're not a cybersecurity guy. It's because I know how to have those meaningful conversations. And that is some of the things that we are looking at on this journey, that beyond those technical things, which we know very well, that no company will hire any of us to be able to do all of those things you've learned in 4 months at once, or all of those things you've done in 8 months. So what happens is this: once you learn all those things, a company that wants to hire you or bring you on their team, they have a particular problem they want to solve. They want to have somebody who can solve that problem, or who knows how to find his way around that problem, even if you've never solved that particular problem. So what can you do now? Let me give you an example. When I came in, where I work right now, which I got the role in a week, I had a challenge. The first few weeks when I just arrived here in Canada, I was trying to purchase something online, and I didn't succeed to purchase that item because my account was blocked. They were thinking maybe were hackers that were trying to get into my bank account because they just noticed that it was a move from Africa to Canada. So I didn't get that order from Amazon, right? Guess what? I went into an interview and they asked me questions. I used the STAR approach to explain that scenario I went through. I documented the story as though I was working for company ABC. I was hired to do this, but it was my person. My wife was just here laughing. She was listening to that interview. She was laughing like, so you took that same problem statement that you've experienced online, and now you're talking about it in an interview as though it was something. It was a problem you solved for a company. So you see, the ability now just to communicate those things you have learned, build stories around it, can help you open doors even without you being fully technically savvy. So I just wanted to say that, Mr. Teke, you are in the right place at the right time. What you've learned this far is a great foundation in as much as you continue your journey. So you are not far behind. You are not late on this journey. You are just at the right point in time on your journey. Thank you. All right. So let's have Aqua on the call. Aqua has been another very assiduous one, from DevOps into now cybersecurity. I don't know. What are you looking for? Let's hear from you. In case you're speaking, you're muted. And if you can be on camera too, that would be great. Thank you.
Please, I'll talk later, please.
Okay, great. So let's have Oge Esther. Oge Esther, you have the mic.
Hello, sir. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. We can hear you. If you can be on camera, that would be great as well. Thank you.
Okay. Good afternoon, everybody.
We can hear you right on.
All right. So far, it's been a very good journey, actually. So that VSTEC literally brought cybersecurity back to Cameroon. So I've been studying cybersecurity mostly from foreign people, like international people and everything. But having to meet people who can this thing is difficult to this, like we need to get this done, especially King Aqua and Pam and Michael. Like, though I have kind of like some knowledge of cybersecurity, someone like Pam encourages me to implement it. Like, her willingness to study, her willingness to keep going literally inspires me. And we have the best trainer. Like, he's the best trainer, very patient, always there to kind of like restart whenever we are lost, always waiting for us. Like, his patience is top notch. Truly, sometimes I think he'll be very mad at me, but he's always like, okay, let's restart. Okay, did you understand? Very good. Like, it's actually an environment where few beginners kind of get confident, and even maybe intermediate learners or advanced learners are willing to kind of learn more. So it has literally inspired me to not only learn, but to implement. So I'm so grateful to Solavis Tech, and I'm also grateful to Madam Tam. She's actually the one that made me to join Solavis. And yeah, it's been a great journey. Thank you so much.
You're welcome, Esther. We look forward to see the collaboration continue And we can't wait for the great things you're going to do in this space. Like we say, the more you teach it, the more you tell other people about it, the more you share your learnings, is the more you get better. Is the more you build confidence. Because there are people that I've met on this journey that are so good at what they do. But you know what? They are scared. And so people don't give them platforms. See, somebody who knows just 10% and has confidence in himself will outsmart somebody who knows 90% and he tries to tell it out there. So don't wait until you have all the answers, right? Before you go out there. So, and it's when you now start sharing your journey with the little you know already, you begin to get feedback from people and you start making improvements. And the more you get confident along the journey, is the more you continue to fuel your inner motivation. We can give you as much external motivation as we can right here, but you know what happens when you go back and sit in your room and you're alone. So you must find a way to continue to fuel that inner motivation inside of you. And it's by surrounding yourself with the right people. Like Mr. Sake said, he invited people to attend. He said, why are they? They didn't show up. Trust me, when I started cloud or this tech journey, people were not showing up. They were laughing at me. Oh, you gone done 7 years and then now you're doing IT. But I've just been constantly journey. And it's when they start seeing the results now, they will start getting back to, it's now making sense, right? And so that's it. At this phase of your journey is the foundation. So once your foundation is not solid, you easily fall. And that's why it's important that the seeds you have sown right now, you want those seeds to be on fertile soil. And so the conditions necessary for that seed to germinate is very important. If you hang around people that will tell you it's not possible, I know guys were telling me, oh, you can't have IT job in Africa, you can't, but I can't count the number of people I've collaborated with across the world from Africa. And so even while I'm in Canada right now, it doesn't matter whether I'm in Canada or I'm in Africa. It's the same thing. It's the same mindset. If the same mindset I could leverage in Africa is the same mindset I'm leveraging here, it doesn't matter where we find ourselves. So what are we saying? We are saying that look at yourself right now and ask yourself, 3 to 5 years down the line, where would you have been with this skill? And don't get overwhelmed of trying to do 100% in one day. No, have a journey. Like say, okay, your mates encouraging you. So what can you say you have done in the next 3 months with the skills you've gotten? What can you say you've done in the next 6 months, in the next 9 months, and celebrate those little wins? Don't be scared to post about it, talk about it, get feedback, iterate, and so on. All right. So we are here to accompany you. We are here to support you. We are here to help you shine. And don't keep it to yourself. If this has done you good, like we said, the next session comes up January. You want to tell the world about it. Go out there and tell somebody. So that tomorrow you not only say, oh, you're grateful to Marlins who shared this with you, but other people too will be able to say it's thanks to Ogie that I made this decision. It's thanks to Pamela. It's thanks to Teke that I made this decision, and today I'm grateful that my life is better. That's where we are. Thank you very much. So let's have Brownson. Shu Brownson, another one. Brownson, I don't know how you do it, but I know your journey has been very turbulent. But one thing I love about you has been the consistency. Let me hear from you. Let's hear from you, your journey. You're muted, please.
Good afternoon, everybody. First of all, I wish to apologize for joining late. I'm from school, so I had to rush. Yes. So first of all, I would like to share my journey on how I actually became a part of this group, of this good group. So we were at our graduation for preparatory classes, and Dr. Samba, I just came. I'd never known him from before, so he shared the story, and it was really exciting. And I was just wishing I want to be like him. So he was giving scholarships there. So I happened to be one of the lucky students. Having the scholarship too was not enough for me. So I didn't have a laptop, I didn't have anything. So I started joining the classes with my phone. But when it became practical to an extent, I could not continue. So I had to beg my parents. Tried until they finally got me one. I thought it was still difficult for me. So But at the end of the day, I just thank God because I could not believe, yes, that I could be here today. I want to also thank all our tutors and for example, most especially Mr. Ajewole. He has been there for us all the time, and my father too. I call him my father, Patike. He's been a very, I don't know how to say it. He's even with the challenges that I'm facing, most network, he's always encouraging. He's always, I don't know how to thank him. I don't know how to thank him. Yes. So I want to say that the skills I've learned from this place, it has really opened my mind because I didn't know anything. I just wanted to do computer engineering, but I didn't know anything. So this it has really opened my mind to the extent that I'm already finding problems in the society that if I continue with this data science I'm learning, I might be able to solve. I might be able to solve. So I'm really grateful and I wish to continue. I wish to say that this it has given me a solid foundation to the extent that I think with this I can continue, and if I continue, I believe I can do great things. Thank you very much. I can't stop thanking. Thank you very much, sir.
Awesome, Brownson. Keep it up, right? Like we said, it's a journey, and keep getting better 1% every single day, and continue to connect and collaborate with your mates. Not just SolarVista. Like I said, SolarVista is a platform. It's a path. It's a means to an end, right? Don't limit yourself. Go out there, connect with people, build great networks, and keep believing in yourself. Great. So I think we have Santino's session is still ongoing, so he is not graduating today, but I know he's joining from India. Nelson, I think Nelson as well. Nelson too is still in the current cohort for data science and machine learning. Nelson, you guys may want to just share your journey so far as we are bringing this session to an end, and we're just going to give you the last words. Like we said, today was just to appreciate you all. Number one, for finishing what you started, right? Because many people start, but few definitely finish what they start. So, Nelson, how has your journey been this far? Thereafter, we're going to have Santino. You're muted.
Yeah, good evening, Prof, and good evening, everyone.
Thank you.
Sorry, I'm saying good evening. I know Mr. Silva, maybe it's still morning in your end. All right, I'll start by saying that this platform, I don't even know how I find myself in it. I was just discussing with my wife in the house, and she came with one flyer and said, "Hey, Messi, it's a very big program going on. This program is that." It was like, have you heard about Navis Tech organizing a data science project program at data science? I thought about it. Maybe this thing is good. Let me try it. And she was like, there's one the friend and his brother was doing it. And he was making huge money from it. I was like, money, then I'm interested. So I had to join the program, even though in my schedule of work, it's been really challenging and very difficult. But I am actually putting every effort to make it work. And with the help of my classmates and my prof too, Mr. Boris, he has been very, very faithful and supportive in every direction. And I believe and I know this program will change a lot in the society. And with me being in it, it will actually help boost a lot in my morals and in a lot of things because I know myself and I've been doing it. I actually always wanted to be a tech person, but due to limitations, I found myself in what I'm doing now. And with this particular program, I'm then I'm pushing myself into the tech world. I'm quite happy to be here today and this journey so far. I actually appreciate. every prof that has been supportive, not forgetting Mr. Eric. He has also been guiding me on one way or the other in videos which I find difficult at times, but he has always been there to help. And I believe this program will change a lot in the society that now feel we as a student in this program, being a data science, the cybersecurity, I believe in the world today, which is a developing world and evolving that path, tech is actually the backbone to every society now. I'm really on the journey, even though it's difficult. I have faced a lot of challenges in the program, but I'm still here and I'm still pushing. Lead. I'll get to the end. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Nelson. Right? Enjoy the journey, enjoy the process. The process here is going to test you, right? It's going to test
It's,
you. Yeah, it
it's
will
already
test you a lot. And that's the beauty about it. Adult education is not easy, you know, trying to blend so many things, but I think just that ability to do something small about the journey every single day and get better over time really leaves us with sense of fulfillment when we get to finish what we started. Okay, thank you. So let's have Santino. Santino is the last person. Santino, if you can be on camera as well, that would be great. Just share with us in the next 3 minutes your journey so far.
Yeah, greetings to all of you. Um, my name is Santino Alfred. I'm one of the students of data science and machine learning in Grace Cohort. So basically, my journey has been so good. Like, despite the fact that I'm from the pharmaceutical background, yeah, I'm a student of B Pharmacy right now, who is looking forward to do research and development in the pharmaceutical department, yeah. So far so good. Our section has been interesting, like each and every day, day by day, the section keeps on getting interesting. Yeah. Thank you, everyone.
Nice, great, Santino. Good to learn that you're in the farm space and the pharmacy space, and you're taking on this program. Amazing. So thanks everybody. Like we said, today was just a day to say keep it up. Um, the real thing begins now. Going forward, there's no more timetable for you to receive those alerts for class. Would you stay consistent or would you fall back? All right. But remember that you're still part of the community. Don't hesitate at any point to reach out for support. We'll always be there to guide through. Each time you see a workshop session that comes up, please don't hesitate to join in and to ask yourself, who in your network can you recommend for the next badger search up in January? We have discounts that end on the 20th of June. So tell somebody, right? Recommend somebody. We have people like someone like Aqua here so far has been able to recommend close to 6 to 7 students that have enrolled into our community, and they are very grateful to have been part of this community thanks to his recommendation. So it's just like a way of giving back. Who would you also want to impact? Through this community. So we're grateful as Prof. Eric shared the flyers and whatever in the group. You can pick up the phone. Don't just share the flyers. That's what I always tell people. I always want to have that human connection with people. I pick up the phone and I make a call. So have a name list of the people you want to really reach out to. Besides just maybe posting on your Facebook, your LinkedIn, your WhatsApp status, pick up the phone and call someone, educate someone about it, share your experience with that person. And if there's a need for maybe the person needs more information, you can always reach out to any of us on the team, Eric, Kevin, myself, any other tutor. We would be happy to educate them through the process, right? For sure, because you know exactly where you're going. I always tell this to myself. I want to have that clear conscience that I was able to educate people around me about the opportunities I was exposed to. Because my cousin in the US out of curiosity in the heart of COVID-19, told me about the fact that she was working from home. And then can you imagine that? She told me she was working from home, and I noticed that. I was like, what do you mean by you're working from home? She said she's a DevOps engineer. But I knew that she went to the US as a nurse. And I was like, what? I would like to learn about this thing. And guess what? Just the fact that she was open to share about it with me, and it was just 2 weeks to the start of a cohort, and had to pay $2,500 from Cameroon to attend the training. And I paid all the fees at once with no idea of how the future would look like. I had no answers. I had no idea of how the journey was going to look like. I was just curious. I wanted to learn, and I took the risk. And today, I am grateful to her that skill that she was able to expose me to is still helping me till today. Because I was able to move to a new country with a globally relevant skill that I never had to go start from scratch, and I'll still remain relevant. I'm grateful, right? So think about it. 5 years down the line, that other people will be able to talk well about you like this, that you're able to impact their lives just because you picked up the phone and you made that call. So can you make a list of, I'm just challenging ourselves, guys. Can you make a list of 10 people, right? Make a list of 10 people that you want to impact their lives, not by giving them money. You don't want to give them money, no. You want to share the good news. And if you're a person of faith like myself, I looked at the life of Jesus Christ, who lived on earth for 33 years, but the impact he had was just within 3 years. The great works he did that was documented was within 3 years. But think of how far the gospel has gone today. Think of how far the gospel has been spread because one person, one man, decided to take up that challenge and speak about it. So imagine how many people's lives. The Bible says one will chase 1,000 and two will chase 10,000. Imagine the 10,000 lives that can become better in the future because you said yes to this and you decided to share with them. And now think about those people whose lives may remain at the same spot or may not get better in 5 years' time because you decided to keep the information to yourself. Do you have a guarantee? Do we have a guarantee that your life will be better through this program? We have no guarantee. But all what we know is that if you stay consistent, if you keep putting in the work, your life can never be the same again. People around you will feel it. Okay? It's about cause and effect, right? If you put in the work, if you keep doing the right things that you're supposed to do, the results will come. No matter how long it takes, they will come. So my challenge for each and every one of us, because why am I so passionate in a hall of 9 people, 10 people? Why am I talking with this energy? Is because we are getting to the end of the year, right? We're getting to the end of the year, and people are going to be waiting for 31st night to make New Year resolutions, to say, writing New Year goals, all of that. This is the best time to reflect on your life and start asking those right questions. How would my 2026 look like? What would be different? Whose life can get better because of me? That's how leaders think. That's how leaders think. Like, I asked myself, I said, like, if I am not available in Solavistic, like you guys must have seen, if I'm not around, can things be able to flow? Do I believe in my team? Do I have confidence in the people I'm collaborating with? And you guys can feel it. That everybody on the team is putting in their 1,000% because we believe that each and every one of us is unique and we have something to contribute to society. So can you, as a person right now, as you're making your end of year goals, can you also think about 20 lives you want to impact? But trust me, if you share this information, if you talk to 20 people, everybody will not say yes. Everybody will not listen to you. But I can guarantee you that at least 1 or 2 persons will be able to make a decision that will change their life forever. And so will you take that challenge? Will you take up that challenge to reach out? Like I said, pick up the phone, have a call. Really ask questions. Like when you talk with people, don't just pick up the flyer and just dump out to them. it's like you're just reaching out to them because, transactional way. Get a conversation. Talk with people. Ask them, how is life treating you? Are you really comfortable where you are right now? Do you think you can do something different? You can become better? And maybe you just share, it could be close friends, family, and all of that. But for sure, family and very close friends most often will be the least people to believe. They want to see results first. You always have strangers who probably going to say yes first. And so it's not just about maybe you getting a job done. Like, you also be able to get exposure to other collaborations. You can start up great initiatives. Like now, Pamela has already, she started out something, cybersecurity awareness. Those of you who are around Pamela, can you step in and support? Can you be part of that? Can you recommend other people to join in? Can you guys support each other? That's what we are looking at. And so we are looking at, increasing the numbers for these programs in January. And so what would be your own part? And if you want to volunteer, if you want to reach out at any point in time, don't hesitate to reach out to us. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much. And before we wrap up, please, I want each and every one of you to give a powerful round of applause to Prof. Eric right here. Please, if you really appreciate the great work he has been doing to communicate in time and consistently, please give it up for him. Thank you so much, Prof. Eric, for the great work you've been doing on the team. We really, really appreciate you. What we're learning here is something that people will just go on YouTube, right? Just watching videos. All of these are there on YouTube. But why do we decide to put a community where you can have real-time conversation? So before we wrap up, I think Aqua is back. Aqua, I don't know if you're available right now to step in.
Yes,
so
yes.
Okay, great. So you have the mic, please.
Yeah, sorry, I was somewhere, so I could not really talk over the phone. So I'm really happy that we are graduating, and it's really has been a marvelous journey. In cybersecurity, Prof. Kevin has been something phenomenal. He has his own way of teaching. I think my colleagues will bear with us. He has a challenging way of teaching. He challenges you to study, he challenges you to work. And that has really been something that has been pushing us to grow. And I don't want to take much of our time. I just want to say that Solavis Tech it's a brand that has a spirit of making people to be successful and making people to discover who they are. There's so many things that I have discovered in Solavis Tech. That's why I don't joke, especially in telling people about Solavis Tech. And when I talk about Solavis, you can get that passion because I'm talking out of experience. And I used to say that Dr. Samba is like, I call him the high energy man. And why am I calling the high energy man? Because when you are talking with him, when you are with him, he brings out energy in you. And that's the spirit that's what I see in Prof. Eric, that's what I see in Prof. Kevin and the other team. So I just want to say that we are graduating, and it's a challenge to us. It's something that we are not graduating and saying that stop to cybersecurity, but the graduation is opening us to a broader space for us to discover what we have started. And I believe that what we have has given us, we have a lot for us to explore in this space. And I think if we put the same energy that we started and we continue with that same energy, we'll go far, we'll exploit more, and we'll achieve more. So I just want to say kudos to the team and to my colleagues, Pamela, Michael, Esther. You guys have been encouraging to me. So thank you. Thumbs up. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay, thank you very much. At this point in time, we have officially come to the end of the graduation. Let's just come on camera and take a final screenshot. Prof. Eric, please, you take a screenshot for us all. And then I would want you as well, Prof. Eric, to give us the final words all the way from from Ghana. You give us the final words as we wrap up this graduation ceremony. So everybody, please wear your best smile. And as you're wearing this smile, I want you to sincerely make a wish to yourself. Make that commitment to yourself that you will stay consistent, that you will stay focused on this journey, that you will stay humble on this journey, that you continue to support each other. I know what I'm saying. You continue to support each other on this journey because it's going to be hard. It will be hard. The journey will test you. But remember, we'll always be there to support each other. So, Prof. Eric, maybe we just smile, you take a screenshot, and then you can give us the last words. If you are good, you're the one to lead the session, please.
Right. I'm just going to grab the smiles.
Okay.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Oh, my connection.
Yes, I can
Yes,
hear
Can you
you.
hear me?
Sorry, I was muted. Yes.
Okay, let me get the last one. Let me get the last one. One more. One for the road. One for the road.
I am literally on the road.
Yeah, you're always on the move. All right. I've taken those guys. For me, I'm not going to say anything, right? Everything has been said. Everything has been said. So what next? Action. Action. Nothing else to say. Just take action. What are your plans after this? Are you having a post that you're going to make on LinkedIn about this graduation? Are you having a post that you're going to make about the project you completed? Are you having a post about a tool you've learned, a solution you've built? They want to post about it. Go ahead and do it, right? Are you planning to reach out to 10 people to tell them about Solavis Tech? Pick up the phone and call them. Talk to them today. Take action, right? Do you want to join Pamela on his campaign, on the cybersecurity awareness campaign? Take action. Give Pamela a call. Send me a message. Pamela, I want to join Bamenda. Even although I can't join, I'm ready to support you online, right? Just action, guys. I think that's all I can say. Action. Action is going to speak for itself. Yeah.
Thank you. Hey guys, and like the last thing as well. See, in 1 year, in 2 years' time, you would appreciate the projects that you do and you document. If you're using GitHub, document those projects on GitHub, document those projects on Medium, wherever. Okay, make sure you go now by project and do them end to end and you document them. That's how you learn better. All right. So we have come to the end of the session. Prof. Eric, I think probably we can turn off the recording and then
Sure.
goodbye,
And then,
guys.
sure. And then we go to action. Bye-bye.
Yeah.